Okay, what you're looking at there, is my freezer that Jeff Smith, senior housing officer, said he would get removed, as well as my cooker and my fridge, which are both broken and still take up space in my flat. But I could only get this moved out onto my balcony because I've got a bad back, as I told him. The person who came down after earlier on this week, um, he came on his own when he knew that they knew that it would need two people to take the stuff away because it's so heavy. He said, I can't get down the stairs. He said perhaps we could put it over onto the scaffolding, over the handrail on the scaffolding. That's what he said. If he can get it over the scaffolding, over this handrail onto the scaffolding, then I'm sure he can get it down a couple of stairs. But he can't do either because it needs two people. So that didn't happen. I emailed Jeff Smith and asked him to ring them up or to contact them and to get them to come again with two people to take my stuff away, this bulk stuff away, which he promised he would do some time ago in an email. I've now positioned the freezer diagonally across, because I'm at the end of the balcony. I positioned it diagonally across to block the way because someone has started urinating up the outside of my door. There was a stain all the way along the floor there, going along to off the side of the balcony, and I will send that in the picture in the next email, the one that will come straight after this. And this email will go to all the people that I have contacted in the council in the last emails. So this is basically, I've put that there as defence. I've got to defend myself against someone who I think is connected to the vibration issue. Who else? I've got no enemies. I've got no one here that dislikes me. I'm at the end of the balcony. There's no reason for anyone to pass my door. I'm not. I haven't got proof of anything, but I let people make their own mind up. What's happening? I can just say what's going on, and they'll make their own mind up, and I'm sure they'll come to the same conclusion as the only one that I can come to. Jeff Smith, last time he came to my place, he came to check the adjoining flats, but he came to my flat instead. This is after the occasion when he came in and inspected my flat. This is after that, and I said to him, look, there's only three adjoining flats. There's one next to me, which is our next door neighbour, who I get on really well with, and I go in there and talk to often. And there's a flat below, underneath me, which there hasn't been anyone there since Xmas. Well, there's been someone there for the last few weeks, but apart from that, there's been no one there for about 7 months. So Jeff Smith, when I told him that, he said, well, he pointed up above my flat, pointed up to the flat above my flat, and said, well, it must be coming from there, mustn't it? The vibrations, well, they can't be coming from anywhere else. And I said, yes, that's what I've been saying all along. That there is only one, by a matter of the process of deduction, there could only be one direction where the vibrations are coming from, and they've been proven now with an accelerometer that Marty Mumford provided to be installed in my flat for 3 days, and and the reading came back as 50 hertz of noise, 50 hertz of vibrations, and the vibrations were said to be certainly disruptive. And I've told emailed everyone in the council about this result, and not had a word from any one of them, whether it's Elaine Gosling at the top of the housing, Jeff Smith, the senior officer, my councillor Joe here, and 2 or 3 other officials in the council, and not Dickie Bird, not even a reply saying, oh, saying anything, just totally ignoring me. Anyway, so now until Jeff Smith arranges to get this fridge moved away, I'm going to leave it like that to protect myself as a barricade against against someone, a person, pissing up my door. And whatever else they might one day decide to do, as I have been seriously threatened by someone here, as the people in the officers and council know, and my counsellor knows, Joe here, and I had to be reported to Jane Tossanoglu when she was a housing officer, and to Leah Brooks, housing officer, who was only there for a few months. I have reported this incident to both of them, and they made phone calls to the person who made the threats. You know, what else can a person say? As far as I'm concerned, it's clear as daylight what's going on. I feel it's like, you know, being intimidated, like, by not only by a person who's urinating up my door and stuff, threatening me. I'm not saying they're the same person, but it would seem so. But also by Jeff Smith coming round inspecting my flat on the day that I agreed to postpone a demonstration protest outside the orchards. On the day that I agreed with Martin Mumford, the day before he rang me, said, please don't do the protest, and I'll have some internal conversations. I agreed. The day after, the day I was meant to do the protest, which was a 1 year anniversary of when the vibration started, the 15th of May 2023, so it was 15th of May, this just gone, anyway, on that day, Jeff Smith come round and asked to come in. I thought, well, okay, innocently thought, why not, let him in, and he proceeded to inspect my flat, taking pictures of items of stuff that I've been using for DIY work and projects for the local community, telling me that I am not keeping my flat up properly, pointing to a bit of wall that he said was dirty. He said my walls are dirty, and asked him when, you know, to give an example, he pointed to a part of the wall next to the door that is only looking dirty because it's got black mould all round the door, and I have to keep painting over it and washing it off. And yet, even though he says he saw the rest of the black mould, which he didn't mention at the time, but he says after that he saw the black mould, even though he says he saw the black mould, then why did he not realise that wall looks dirty because of the black mould? You know, it's on the two other sides of the door, the opposite side and the top of the door frame. So it's obviously on the other side of the door frame, goes all the way around the door frame on the inside. So that was the example he gave, even though he said he knew that the black mould was there. Example of me not keeping my flat up properly, the upkeep of it, and that was his example of my dirty walls. Anyway, I'm digressing. I want to keep on the subject of this urinating up my door, and my bulk waste needs to be taken away. I'm going to have to get up, set my alarm and move it tomorrow morning at about 7 or 8 o'clock, so it makes way for the postman and other people to walk past. Well, it's only the postman and my next door neighbour that walks past. Certainly at that time of the morning anyway. Anyway, that's it. I can't say any more, except expect a protest from me very soon. Bye.